Hello and welcome. My name is Diana and this is Mindful Movement. Today's class is called Rise to Root or Root to Rise, whichever kind of resonates with you today. And today is July 23rd, 2025. So let's begin in a comfortable seated position. This might be on your floor surface. It might be on your chair, and we're going to ground down wherever you are through the tailbone and lengthen up through the crown of your head. If it's comfortable, you can rest your hands in your lap, palms down or palms face up. And we'll start by making the eyes heavy or closing them down and softening through the shoulders. And becoming aware of the full length of your spine, so where it connects down to that chair or floor surface, and the path that it takes skyward all the way along your low back, up your mid-back, between your shoulder blades, the length that you can feel in the back of your neck, and then all the way up, that energy flow through the crown of your head. And take 5 breaths right here just to connect in with this moment, your body and your space. Ready, you can let your eyes flutter open or even leave them closed. And we're going to move our arms in unison with our breath, and so we're going to inhale and sweep our arms up high overhead. Exhale, draw your hands right into your heart, let them rest there. Breathe in, take another big hug of the air around you, and exhale, draw your hands to your heart. Big breath in, sweeping wide. Breathe out, connect inward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, reach up and flow inward. And if you're on that seated position in a chair, let's make our way to our mat or yoga surface and square our palms underneath our shoulders, our knees underneath our hips. We're going to move through cat-cow, and today I want you to think about it like a spinal wave. And so as we breathe in, we're making the crown of the head and the tailbone the peaks of that wave. And as we breathe out, let those wave tips crash and tuck the belly in to make that beautiful arch. Big breath in, drop your belly, reach your caps of your waves up to the sky. Exhale, round, tuck the chin. Breathe in, reaching. Breathe out, tucking and curling. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful, my friends. Let's find a neutral spine. And we're going to take a thread the needle flow into a thoracic spine rotation. So pick up your right hand. We're going to reach it through the space between your left hand and your left knee, and then reach it open to the sky. Look up for 5. Reach through and open. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Release that right hand down. Pick up the left hand and reach through. Here's 5 and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Open up and release. Beautiful work, friends. Let's walk our hands forward just a small bit and then tuck our toes under. We're going to lift up and build some fire in our core in high plank here, holding and engaging your glutes, lifting your belly center for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and send your hips high. Press your chest back towards your thighs, taking downward facing dog. And let's bring some movement in here through the ankles, knees, and hips. Gently bending the knee as we lift and lower our opposite ankle. And see if you can feel into where your knuckles and the pads on your hands and your fingers connect to your mat in front of you. And send some energy there as you work your chest back a little closer to your thighs. And find a place of stillness through the ankles, knees, and hips. Send your hips high to the sky. Take a breath in. Open up your mouth. Inhale, look forward between your hands. And then gently bend your knees. Take a little walk to bring your feet all the way up to your hands. And we'll interlace your hands in the crooks of opposite elbows, taking ragdoll. Letting the weight of your arms, head, and shoulders gently pull your body deeper into that forward fold. And if it would suit you today, you can shake out your head with a couple yeses and nos. And open and close your jaw a few times. Maybe wiggle that bottom jaw around, releasing any tension there. And then gently release your arms down long in front of you. And begin to curl your body up, one vertebrae stacking at a time on the one beneath it. Being conscious of your shoulders and your head and your neck, having them be the last to rise up. When you've found your way to that tall standing position, turn your palms to face forward. Relax down through your shoulders. And feel the sensation of your feet against that mat surface beneath you. And bring your awareness into the full foot by gently rocking your body weight from toes to heels. And back again to your toes and to heels. And with our theme today, root and rise, we're going to find our attention there in that connection of our feet, and at the same time reach our arms high overhead like tree branches extending up to the sky. Take a breath in, reach up a little bit higher, and then exhale, forward fold, dive down, catch your calves, pull yourself in. Inhale, slide your palms to your shins, halfway lift. And then exhale, catch your calves again, tuck your chin. Feel into the soles of your feet as you curl all the way up to stand. This time, reach your arms overhead. Exhale, dive all the way down, catch your calves, tuck your chin. Breathe in to lengthen through your spine. Breathe out, fold in a little deeper. Release your hands and curl up. On the inhale, reach high. Exhale, forward fold, dive all the way down. Breathe in to find that length. Breathe out to hug in. And one more time, slowly rise, making your way all the way up. Reach your arms and finish that inhale. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Breathe in, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hug in. And then let's toe heel your feet all the way to touch. The big toes touch, the heels might be a bit separated. And then use your hands to gauge a nice deep seat through the hips as you touch your fingertips down. And then take chair pose here at the top of your mat. 5 deep breaths. Breathe in, extend all the way up, reach for the sky, maybe take a slight back bend, and then exhale, draw your hands through prayer at heart center, drop back into chair, and take a twist off to the right. Pause here, 5 deep breaths, working the pressure from the left elbow into the outside of that right thigh to twist the spine. Take another full breath in and twist a little more on your breath out. Rise up and extend the legs, reach to the center and find that back bend. Exhale, hands through prayer twist and take it to that left side. Take a breath in, twist a little deeper on your breath out, and then unwind, rise all the way up. Exhale, forward fold, dive all the way down, hug in. Palms to shins, lengthen up halfway. And this time, exhale, palms down, step back, high plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, drop your knees or keep them lifted to lower all the way to your tummy. Fingertips slide in by your rib cage, lift up, low cobra on the inhale. Exhale, tuck your toes, send your hips high, downward facing dog. Take a breath here and out. Inhale, look forward between your hands. Exhale, bend your knees and step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, rise all the way up. Exhale, hands through heart center, take a prayer twist to the right. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Inhale, stand tall through the middle. Exhale, take your twist to the left. 1 breath in. 1 breath out. Unwind and reach tall on the inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Breathe in, lengthen through your spine. Breathe out, stand back, high plank. Inhale, rock forward. Exhale, drop the knees and lower. Low cobra on the inhale. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pause here, 1 breath in. And 1 breath out. And one more time through that flow, look forward on the inhale. step, walk, or hop to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Stand tall, reach high on the breath in. Chair twist to the right on your exhale. One breath in, one breath out. Unwind and reach. Exhale, twist to the left. Breathe in, breathe out. Open up, rise, maybe a back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen through your spine. Exhale, palms down, step back. Try this time rock forward and lower just halfway down. Straighten your arms, come to the tops of your feet, up dog. Exhale, press your hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, sweep your right leg high behind you. Exhale, step it forward and dial your back foot down. Rise up, warrior one. So let's find a 45-degree angle in that back foot, or sending your toe up towards the left top corner of your mat. And then work towards squaring your hips to the front of your space and extending your arms up above your shoulders. Take a breath in, reach up. Exhale, open up to warrior two. This time frame your back foot with the short ends of your mat. And open up across the front of your hips to find a little stretch right here across the groin and even extending out through the adductor muscles. And take a full breath in and a full breath out. Inhale, interlace your fingers at your low back, pull down to lift up. And exhale, hinge at your hip, humble warrior as you bow down. And take another full breath in. And soften on your exhale. And gently let your left hand come down where your left foot would land and pop up high on your left toes. We'll extend our right arm up to the sky, dragonfly twist. And just one breath in here, open across the shoulders and the chest. And then exhale, drop your left knee down, send your hips back into a lifted half Hanumanasana. We're going to bring some movement in here. So we'll walk our hands forward, bend our front knee, taking our low runner's lunge, and then sending our hips back again into that lifted half Hanumanasana for 1, and 2, and 3. Beautiful, my friends. Place your palms down. Tuck those left toes under, lift up the knee, and we'll step right into downward facing dog. Pause here, take a full breath in, and a full breath out. Inhale your left leg high. Exhale, step it forward. Dial your back foot down and rise up, warrior one, squaring your hips, arms, extensions of your shoulders. take a breath in, look up, and then exhale, open up to warrior two. Dial your back foot out to that 90 degrees, and then open across the front of your hips. Take a breath in, interlace your fingers, lift your chin. Exhale, humble warrior, bow down just inside of that left knee. Take a full breath in and soften a little further on your exhale. And plant your right hand down, pop up on the right toes, and send your left arm to the sky. Dragonfly twist. Take a breath in, find that opening across the chest. And then exhale, drop your right knee down, low runner's lunge. We're going to take it forward and back 3 times. Lifted, half Hanumanasana. Crawl forward, low runner's lunge. And take it back. And forward. And one more time, walk it back. And take it forward. And tuck those right toes under, send that left leg back, high plank to downward facing dog. Take a full breath in and join me in a breath out. And then we're going to rock forward to tiptoes and drop our knees down, and then walk our hands back towards our knees, coming into a high kneel. So we're going to take one of 2 versions of camel, which we're just working the back bend here today. And so one version might be that you're going to plant your hands on your sacrum and peel your elbows together and take your chin and your chest high into camel. And our second variation is to work those limbs of our tree with our root to rise concept and take a cactus arm position as we work that back bend. All right, so picking what suits you today. Breathe in and then exhale 3 breaths in your back bend. And lift up and come to a neutral spine, maybe dropping your hips back to your heels. 1 breath in here. And 1 breath out. And we'll press back up to that high kneel, and your choice, your variation, maybe working the other variation that you didn't try last time. And 3 deep breaths in your back bend. Come back up through neutral and release back to your hips. 1 breath in, 1 breath out. And we'll make our way forward to all 4s. And press down into our right kneecap. We're going to send our right arm and our left leg long. Hold and lift the belly button. Breath in, breath out. And then return them down. Press down through the limbs that were just lifted and extend the opposites. Breathe in. Breathe out. And release. First side, returning to it. Lift. Breathe in. Breathe out. And land. And root down to rise up. Breathe in. the shoulders, knees under the hips, and then walk the knees out wide to settle the hips back into child's pose. And when you're ready, crawl forward again. And we're going to land in a prone position today, half frog, for our final rest. So we'll extend the right or left knee out from the hip at a 90-degree angle, finding 90 degrees also in the ankle. And then you can turn your head all the way to that side, or take more of a twist and look to the other side. Or simply make a little pillow with the back of your palms to rest your head. And 10 deep breaths right here. And then when you're ready, take a moment to extend that leg all the way back out to meet the other. And take a full breath cycle here through the middle. Before turning and lifting the second side. And gently make your way into that fully prone extended position, legs side by side. Take a full breath in. Open up. And my invitation to you is to continue resting there or taking any other additional postures that would support you in your practice today. And thank you so much for taking time with me to take care of yourself. If any questions did arise as you moved through mindful movement, please send them to me. My email is diana@bridgefitnesstraining.com. And I hope you go forward with the beginning of your day, the middle of your day, or the rest of your day with new intention and grounding so that you can rise up and stand tall for any occasion. Take care, and I'll see you soon in our next live or recorded class.